I've decided one of my goals is to completely declutter and reorganize my room, because while I don't think I have a lot of stuff, I think I have a lot of stuff that I don't use, and I think that's a problem for me. I know I have a lot of jackets, I know I have a lot of shoes, and I know I have a lot of hangers, and I don't know, I just feel like I have more stuff than I need, and so it would be wise to declutter so I can be more mindful in the future with what I buy, what I get, and where what I need, like, truly in my life, you know? I hope by the end of this video, I feel clean, I feel fresh, I feel new, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, here we go. This is my discard pile. This is my keep pile. And then right there is my try on and go over again later. And people made a very good point in that my discard pile should be bigger than my keep pile. So I'm gonna put all of that back on my bed, which is now clear. Now we're just going through all my keeps again and deciding if it's something I really want or not. The new size of the discards. We got everything kind of like sorted into sections now, and then these are my maybes. So I think what's left to do perhaps is to count each of what I have. These two stuff I'm gonna put in my car as like emergency clothes. Yeah, maybe I'll put some of my jackets in my car as well. Okay, this is all of the clothes I'm ending up getting rid of. This is my friend's stuff that they've decided to take home, and then these two are going to be donates, and then that's all of the clothes that I'm keeping. It kind of looks like a mess, but I promise it's like about the same size as that. I think I got rid of around 50%, if I had to guess, which is good. Okay, I've got all of my bags, all my belts, and all of my hats. So I have a lot of tote bags, and I maybe use the same one or two every single time, and so I'm going to try to get rid of almost all of them. I think I might like move one to my car so I can have an emergency car tote bag, but other than that, I'm going to keep it pretty minimal. Well, my friend left because it's actually kind of dark outside now. It took way too long. I still have quite a little bit left to do. This is definitely going to be a multi-day process, but I think for right now, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to do all of my shoes, all the shoes, and yeah. I've decided to do books now. This is going to include all books, all my notebooks, textbooks, honestly anything that's paper, but like more than like 5 things of paper. I'm trying to read a lot more. That's one of my goals, is to read 7 books, and I've got so many here and I literally have never touched them, and I'm curious to see, like, because there's a lot of books that I got that piqued my interest and I literally never grabbed. And then there's books here that I've read like numerous times. So I'm curious to see what I keep and what I don't keep. This is like my whole journal. I've had this journal for a very long time, and I've started it over a lot. It's a really pretty book, but like, R.I.P. myself from late 2023 to early 2024. Off to a better home. This is my other journal. I started it about a year ago. This book reminds me about how people who I thought were good turned out to be bad, and it's because I ignored the red flags. And I kind of like it, so another time lapse is me reading. I'm talking about how this dude is trying to ask me to be his girlfriend, right? And I said, OMG, bro, we haven't held hands, hugged, kissed, etc. We don't even text every day. He needs to get a grip. We've only been going out for a month. The next page, the next day. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. I want a boyfriend deeply. I deeply want one. Am I stupid? Am I absolutely stupid? I remember this. This should have been my straw. This should have been the moment I stopped talking to my ex. Because look, let me just read it out. Literally, name a guy who is normal and doesn't do substances. You can't. He has been reposting all these goddamn TikToks about cigs and smoking, and it was confusing me because he has told me that he doesn't smoke, and in fact he feels like smokers suck and are extremely stupid, and he's extremely against vapes too, and he said how he'd never go out with a vapor/smoker, and we shared that mindset. Keep in mind that he wanted to be a doctor. And he's reposting TikToks about smoking. And so I was kind of confused. Like, does he smoke actually? And he lied to me. He doesn't smell like he smokes. He also doesn't take me as the type to smoke. He's pre-med and exercises, and I don't know, his lifestyle just doesn't align with it at all. So I texted him. I asked him if he smokes, and he said once or twice a month, but not usually. Like, what? So he lied to me, lied about not being a smoker, but actually it's 2 times a month. I was like, dead ass? And bro said, well, not anymore, because my fake ID got taken away. And he said, well, I've only smoked 2 cigarettes ever, and that was 2 weeks ago. Bro, literally that makes no fucking sense. Like, you can't say never smoked to once or twice a month to not anymore to just to ever. So basically, like, he lied to me, you know, like, I don't date smokers and liars. So I told him, I don't date smokers in any sense, and if the only reason you're not smoking is because your fake got taken, that's a pretty big deal for me. And I called him out for lying to me about smoking, and I think he was low-key panicking about it, because he said, I respect that, and if it's a big deal, I'm okay never doing it again. I don't really get anything from it. Bruh. Number one, if you got nothing from smoking, why would you risk a nic addiction and any potential health complication that comes from smoking? Number two, why repost his TikToks about how relieving cigs are if you're not attached or find joy in cigarettes? Three, why say you smoke when you say you never do it again? And then I went to therapy and I talked to my therapist, and she told me that I should stop seeing him and I should have listened to her. Newsflash, it is a two therapist. Yeah, that's my like last entry. I'm gonna keep this. After reading all my journals, it's now time to actually get through all my stuff because I've been doing nothing for like 30 minutes. This is my document book. I think I'm gonna keep it just because I love documenting so much. That's like a recurring thing. I just found the letters I used to cope. So like right after my ex broke up with me, I didn't like want to text him obviously because it's super unhealthy, and I needed somewhere to like vent my emotions, and so I would write letters. I would be like fake letters that I would never send obviously, and like just talk about my feelings. It was a rough moment for me because he really like broke up with me for a really bad reason. And anyone with a brain could see that it was a bad reason, but like I was overcome with grief, and so I was overcome with like this idea that he couldn't do anything to like hurt me because he wouldn't do that because he's such a good guy. So in like these like letters, some of these letters, at least in like the first few, I talk about how like, I don't know, I talk about, I don't know how to put this in words, but it's kind of like I am rationalizing his shitty behavior. Like less than a week after he broke up with me, my friend showed me his Tinder profile. And says that he's looking for a long-term relationship. Oh my god. Yeah, that's like fucked up, right? So my ex breaks up with me for a really shitty reason. He says that we're a 10 out of 10 couple, but he breaks up with me for no reason. His Tinder profile, like a week after we broke up, said that he was looking for a long-term relationship. I was like, what the flip? I was like so deluded at the time. I was like, he will get back together with me. It actually is my fault. It is my fault. Everything is my fault. That's kind of funny. This is like my favorite notebook, so I think I am gonna read it. Anyway, back to one over my books. Really funny page. This anguish, despair, pain, suffering, hurt, agony, frustration. Life is bleak. I slayed the dance floor tonight at Swing Dance. However, tragedy struck. Last week while I was in New York City, Mr. Smooth, my girlfriend. And this is the picture that the thing I think is. Isn't that crazy? So funny. This is great. Okay, so I've been kind of struggling. I've been trying to like sort things, just like random things, but I think I should have waited a little bit longer. So I'm going to instead grab all the paper that's just like laying around my room, and I'm gonna put it on my bed, and then I'm gonna hopefully recycle most of it. Fingers crossed. Good morning, everyone. It is officially day 3. I did not a lot yesterday. But I think today's gonna be my last day. I'm gonna really try to grind it out. Yesterday I worked on like some of my desk right there. And oh my gosh, I feel like this is the cleanest it's ever been. And it actually gave me a lot of motivation because just having one area of my desk be clean, wiped down, decluttered, it makes it feel a lot better. And so I think I'm just gonna grind today out.